And the decision. To the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception.
To the sideline. I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself.
Down. Right back to him on first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. Round matchup, that one a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Come on, Lott. Come on, Lott.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming this way, Here we go, here we go.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. The 40. And all the way down to the 35.
Come on, fellas.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down now, Hairston. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
You see me? You see me?
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off.
Let's go.
And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mike 4, Mike 4. Hey, check. Mike 4. I'm coming. Ready.
Throwing again. Goodrich. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
Jet to the ball.
And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
Here we go again.
On first down, Goodrich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get it.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, this is caught by Jackson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go!
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's our field. It's our field.
They go. From the gun, Goodrich. That's caught at the 3. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Second and 2, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Get it.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
There we go. That's a touchdown.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have once again taken the lead. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let go.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Jackson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Double tight. Alert. 3 down.
On 3rd down, Hairston. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We got 3.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Chavez. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the 2nd half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before beginning of the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Goodrich. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Single receiver.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Zoo!
To throw on second down, Goodrich. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Goodrich. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Check, check. Lucky.
Hey, seam six. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check your hot read. Slam.
6-6, pull it high. Smooth.
Twist. Check 31. Hey, check 24. Watch
Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike 4.
Get it.
From the gun, Goodrich, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chavez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Welcome back to Toronto. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Rock it.
Get that ball. Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3.
Hustle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Out.
Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
10-2 soft.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch the edge. Check, 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 check.
Big grip, big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. Find a way to stretch that lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right place. Very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this show.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again.
You better be ready next time.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3.
5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On the
So
double.
it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chavez. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jackson now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
2nd and 5. And it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Goodrich. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.